Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my review of this Mercedes 450 SLC. So if you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. I really hope you enjoy it. And if you like this kind of content with occasional car reviews like this and my own cars, a 2011 Mercedes CL 500, a gorgeous Maserati Gran Turismo from 2013, and a cute little MG midget from 1970, it'd be great to have you as a subscriber. So in this video, we're going to take a look at this absolutely gorgeous Mercedes 450 SLC from 1977. We're going to take a look around the outside, a look at the interior, and then we're going to get it out on the road and see how it drives.
The Mercedes SLC was released in 1971 and continued in production until 1980. It was the first S-Class coupe to be based on the SL-Class Roadster. The 450 SLC was powered by a 4.5-litre V8, which produced 220 brake horsepower and 377 Nm of torque. It was superseded in 1981 by the SEC class that was based on the new S-Class of the time.
Previous S coupes had been derived obviously from the S-Class, and likewise models after this were similarly based on the S-Class, but this one based on the SL, and you can see the resemblance obviously with that distinctive front with the long narrow grille and the rectangular headlights. This car is just in absolutely fantastic condition. It's even got the beautiful body color painted hubcaps there covering steel wheels. It's got this really interesting design on the bodywork at the bottom here, this kind of ribbing. This is often a feature of Mercedes where they have a different colored panel below the line there, but in this one it's just a ribbing on the metal.
When you see the side view, you can see how the wheelbase has been extended from the standard SL in order to accommodate the rear seats.
These really distinctive louvers in the back window there, they really add a kind of space age touch to the look of this car. Coming round the back, you've got the very standard Mercedes lights of the era with the cutouts there to help keep dirt and road grime off the lights. You've got your Mercedes star and your 450 SLC badging. Twin exhaust pipes under there give the beautiful 4.5-litre V8 a lovely rumble. A few little blemishes down there. I think that's had a little bit of body work done down there in the past. Obviously this is quite an old car, 45 years old now, but still, apart from that, in absolutely magnificent condition. So having a look under the bonnet, you've got to do the usual trick of reaching in for the catch, then lifting up this long bonnet to see the 4.5-litre naturally aspirated V8.
The M117 is a 2-valve per cylinder overhead cam V8 engine with Bosch Jetronic fuel injection.
Looks very tidy for its age. Not concourse condition obviously, but it's in really, really nice condition, clean. Mercedes really built these cars to last in the 1970s. Beautiful sound from that V8 exhaust. Have a quick look in the boot and you can see it's actually really not bad. Quite a lot of room there, probably a spare tyre underneath. Yep, if you packed carefully you'd get quite a bit in there. So let's take a look at the interior of this beautiful car. So one of the high points of this car has to be the interior. It is really stunning for its age. The upholstery has actually been retrimmed quite recently and, as you can see, looks magnificent. Probably could do with a little bit of a clean, that will all come off, but as you can see, this cream interior just sets everything off beautifully. Even the headlining is original with that original factory sunroof there. We'll take a look at that in a minute. You've got the rear seats, of course, large enough to seat 4 adults quite comfortably, and there's also some books there. We'll take a look at those in a minute. So climbing aboard, we're presented with a very familiar Mercedes experience here with the Mercedes star, very large steering wheel, quite a thin rim. Things have changed nowadays where you have the big thick rims and much smaller steering wheels. The instruments, as you can see, are a perfect example of clarity. Got an oil pressure gauge, temperature gauge and fuel gauge in the left, speedometer in the middle, and a tachometer and clock on the right hand side. You've got a line of indicator lights along the bottom, and absolutely no warning lights on in this car apart from that park brake. This car also has a cruise control, which must have been quite unusual back in the 70s, but great to have for those long journeys. You've got your 3 air conditioning vents here, and your sunroof control there, and the heated rear window there.
Just as a quick aside, the heated rear window actually has extremely fine wires embedded in the glass like a windscreen heater, which again would have been particularly unusual in the 1970s, but it provides much better visibility out of the back.
This actually looks like an old-fashioned radio, but it is actually a modern radio with Bluetooth and USB. It just looks old intentionally to blend in. I was fooled when I first got in. I thought, oh, that's a nice old radio, but then I looked a bit closer. I think it's worth it for the convenience that a modern radio provides. You've got your heater controls here, air conditioning and everything here. Got a 3-speed automatic gearbox, which is perfectly adequate for this car, really. It's got plenty of torque, lazy V8. Window switches here and hazard lights in the middle. A tiny little glove box there, which is handy to have, but you wouldn't get very much in it. As you can see, it's just beautiful inside. Even the carpets look clean. And the beautiful view of those louvers in the background. As I mentioned, it does have a factory sunroof, which still operates, which is fabulous to have. That's a factory sunroof, completely original, works beautifully.
The car also comes with a folder of receipts, the original owner's manual and the maintenance booklet, which shows the original delivery date of July 1977.
And before the rain starts, let's get the car on the road and see what it's like to drive. So here we are, driving the 450 SLC. Wow, what a great old car this is. It's even got air conditioning that's cold. That is amazing. I'll just put the window up. Electric windows work still fine. Right, let's give it some beans and see what happens. It's not bad, it's not bad. Get a great sound from the V8. Cruises really smoothly as well. Everything's quite heavy. The brakes are heavy, the accelerator feels heavy, but once you get used to it, it's really very easy to drive. You get a great view looking over the bonnet as well. It is absolutely fantastic. Steering is actually quite light. A little bit vague in the middle, but it's okay. You can forgive those kind of things when you're driving a classic old car like this. Everything is a little bit smaller. Obviously this is quite a small car based on the SL rather than the S-Class, and you do feel that, like everything is quite close. And being an older car, there's not the thickness of the doors and the safety stuff that you'd expect. Certainly compared to, for example, the CL, it's a lot smaller. Still has 4 seats though, so And they're not bad, the 2 seats at the back. 3-speed gearbox, you can just about tell that it's changing. It's a little bit clunky, but you only got 3 speeds, so it only changes twice. There is something a bit up with the heating here, because I've got cold air coming out of the vents, but I've got hot air coming out from under here. And I'm not quite sure how to put that right. But anyway. Fun. That's good. Such a classic shape though. That's the thing about this car, you know, it's just timeless classic. And the colour's beautiful too. This kind of goldish colour is lovely with the light interior. Stunning, stunning. The surprising thing about this car is really how smoothly it drives. You could easily cruise at 80 or 100 in this car and just not even notice it. It's very, very smooth to drive. The suspension is good. Feels a little bit wallowy in the corners, as you'd expect with this kind of softer setup, but you know, this is a cruiser, not a sports car really, so it fits that kind of character. So this car is currently for sale at the Oldtimer Centre. I'll put a link in the description. Go and have a chat to Richard if you're interested. It's a beautiful example. I'm sure it's been well maintained. There's some books which I've showed you already. Looks like it's been well looked after, and you know, may even be an investment. I don't know. These cars may start to appreciate as they become a bit rarer, but great thing to drive, great thing to turn up to Cars and Coffee in. It would certainly get some lovely attention due to its absolutely stunning looks. So thanks very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I think you'll agree this Mercedes 450 SLC is an absolutely stunning car. Given it's now like 45 years old, it's still in fantastic condition. It's an absolute steal at the Oldtimer Centre. I'll put a link in the description. Check it out if you're interested in one of these beautiful old Mercedes. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like. It'd be great to have you a subscriber and hit that notification bell. You can follow me on Instagram down here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.